Okay, so I don't really have anything planned for this video. I just really wanted to talk because talking helps. So I move on campus on Sunday, and it's just kind of crazy to think about because right here I have a room full of school supplies because I'm still a student. I'm just a bit more of a grown-up student. And I just find it completely and totally insane that not only am I going to like my number one school, but I am rooming with someone that I went to high school with, and that I really hope we have a really good time living together. I've kind of realized that teachers and parents, they can say a lot of things and you can hear a lot of things, but that doesn't necessarily mean you listen. And that's not a good thing because listening is the way we learn. And what I have learned is one thing that I have learned is, and as much as people have said it to me in the past, I haven't really listened. I've always been like, I can be the kind of person that can be friends with everybody. I can be the kind of person that can, like, switch at the change of, like, a hat. That's not a healthy thing to do. All throughout high school, I tried to be friends with everybody, and that's just not realistic. So in college, I am gonna be nice to people, but I won't try to be everybody's friends because when you do that, you kind of like lose a little bit of yourself, and you don't want to lose yourself in the real world because it will completely swallow you. College is expensive, and hopefully it's worth it. I know that there are some people that say, "Oh yeah, college is like totally you shouldn't do it. Like you'll be fine." And maybe for some people that's okay, but I need the stability of still learning stuff, and I don't know if that's going to like turn me into a graduate student or not, but right now I know that I cannot deal with the real world. I need to be in like a middle ground section that's progressing me as a person because right now I'm still just like a high school student. That's pretty much who I am until I start college and until I get like halfway through the semester. And I want people to realize that no matter what you do, you still have to grow as a person. And I know that it's really, really easy to have this idea of, yeah, I graduated high school, so I already know everything. It is so easy to think that, but you will get nowhere having that kind of attitude. And I'm not even gonna like sugarcoat it. You won't get anywhere. You only get places by working hard. You only get places by networking, by being the kind of person that is 100% assured of themselves in the most possible, like, positive way. And I say that because you don't see, like, Fortune 500 people that they just kind of, like, left high school. They're like, I already know everything. I don't need to learn anything else. I'm perfectly fine with who I am right now. I'm just gonna get everywhere by this. No, that doesn't happen. You see those billionaires, those millionaires, they got where they are today because they knew what they had. They knew that they could grow it, and they knew that if they worked hard enough for it, then they could get what they needed, get what they wanted, get what they wanted to share with the world out there. So do not come out of high school thinking you already know everything because I can assure you, you do not. No matter what kind of situation you are leaving high school in, you are only as intelligent as you let yourself be. So please do not knock anybody that's doing community college first because, first of all, that is a huge money saver. College is so expensive. Secondly, they they realize where they are right now and they know that that's what they need. They're not thinking, like big campuses aren't that good. I mean, some people might be, but the overall thing is this is where they need to be right now, whether it's financially or just in general, trying to get themselves used to and acclimated to the bigger campus feel. And I think that's a really good thing. you will come across a whole different range of people, and you will not be able to change them in the ways that you'd like to. I know that whenever I watch like YouTube or anything and I see someone acting, not the way that I would like for them to, I think to myself, why has no one tried to change them? Why has no one told them that what they're doing is wrong? Why has no one really tried to stop them? And if people have, why isn't this person listening? You can't control someone else's actions. You can only control yourself. And that's why I tend not to leave like mean comments places, because not only could that like hurt the person, it could kind of fuel this idea of, oh, they're just haters, so I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and if they don't like it, then they don't like it. And that's just how some people think. So do not waste your time, your energy, trying to fix this person that just doesn't want to be fixed. Because all your time, all your energy could be focused more on yourself, your family, your religion, anything better than someone that is bringing other people down or putting out this narrative of, I'm the biggest, I'm the baddest, there's no one around me that can beat me, because that is not worth it. Wouldn't you rather work on yourself, work on the things that you need to do, and progress yourself than stay stuck trying to fix one other person? Don't let other people change you. This kind of goes back to don't try to be friends with everybody. It is really easy to be yourself and feel like you're not getting anywhere, feel like you're not making the right kinds of friends or making like the kinds of decisions other people would want you to. But at least you're being yourself. Once you are completely and totally true to yourself, that is when you start making the right kinds of friends. That is when you start building yourself as a person. Because if you let other people change you in the ways that they want, you're not really being true to yourself. You're just being true to someone else's idea of yourself. And that is how you get stuck, honestly. That is how you get to this point in your life where you've been made up of a whole bunch of different pieces of different people, pretty much like I almost said it like a living Frankenstein, but like pretty much, even though Frankenstein, it is alive. It's alive. You are becoming just an amalgam of all the people around you, and you end up living your life just bringing more pieces of more people onto yourself and losing who it is that you truly are. Because I guess in a way it's kind of like you're just this like paper mache thing. And like underneath all of the wet paper and glue and just flour and paint and everything, there is this wire that's underneath it. The thing that's making the shape itself. And with every person you meet, you just put on another newspaper, another layer of glue, another layer of paint. And after a while it becomes something that's like nice to look at, it can also become like something that's not good. It wasn't made well. It was just kind of thrown together without any kind of thought. And you are lucky if you get to be the beautiful, beautiful piñata that everyone else has made you to be. And not so lucky if you become that piñata that was made up of a bunch of different pieces that didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know what they were making. They were just kind of making something. Either way, you have been made. But both ways, you have been kind of lost in all of the paint and all of everything. Wouldn't you rather make yourself, like make your own self, than be made by other people? Because that way you have more control. That way you know that what you're making is something that you truly want to be made. That way later in life you aren't thinking back and being like, oh, well, this is who I wanted to be, but this is who everyone else wanted me to be. That way, later on in life, you don't have to go soul searching in such a deep way that you need to rediscover yourself completely and start from square one. It's really cliche, but I mean, yeah, you have to make yourself the person that you'd like to be instead of looking to everyone else, looking for everyone else's opinions on what they think you should be. And I think that is the last thing that I really have to say. I hope that this video in some way made you think. I hope that it in some way kind of helped you. Yeah. So this has been your friendly neighborhood EJ, and I hope you have a great day. Okay.